This literally makes something click in here for me that I am no longer taking care of others, but I'm gonna be taken care of because now I am the baby.
I don't like clowns.
Yeah, she's got to go get in her big black taxpayer-funded SUV.
That's what happens when you're a member of Congress.
No, that's what happens when you don't have transparency in the government. Why do you deserve a big black taxpayer-funded SUV? Is that why you're so against Doge? Is that what the problem is? What's up with the lack of transparency in your... What's the problem with transparency? Who the f are you? Why are you pushing? What is the problem with Doge? What is the problem with... Get the f
I never said a word about it.
I just saw this picture of Donald Trump standing at the Super Bowl with a bunch of police officers that was taken just moments ago. And I think these police officers should ask Trump why he pardoned 1,500 January 6th insurrectionists, including those who beat police officers and tased them in the neck. I just think that'd be a good question for them to ask him, maybe get to the bottom of that one. It's so gross how Donald Trump uses police officers and first responders for a photo op, but then he turns around and lets the people who beat them out of prison.
What about having a life, Harry?
You want to date a nurse? You think nurses are so hot? Let me paint you a picture of what it's like dating a nurse. Night shift edition. So we just finished our 3 of 3. We're gonna drive home. We're gonna drive home in silence. Once I get home, I need a forehead kiss, and I need you to just say, "Hi, baby girl." This literally makes something click in here for me that I am no longer taking care of others, but I'm gonna be taken care of because now I am the baby, you know? That's all I need from you. After that, zip it. I don't want to hear another word. I don't need you to ask me what I want for breakfast. I don't need you to ask me how my shift was. I don't need you to know how I'm doing. Don't ask me. I'm not going to answer. I'm probably going to get annoyed and get frustrated, okay? So just don't say anything. Let me go shower. When I get out of the shower, I need some sort of breakfast. Please do not ask me if I want breakfast or what I want for breakfast. I just need some breakfast, okay? So just make it for me.
Now she's the keeper, huh?
Girls don't play football.
They do where I'm from.
Get a load of this one. Think fast.
You think fast. Right in the Jimmy Johnson.
This ain't over.
We just getting started, Chad.
Let's settle this once and for all. Your best guy,
Girl.
whatever, versus our best guy, the Brad.
I'm Brad.
I can read.
There you go! Get her!
White guys, bad guys.
I just can't get over it.
Sex, race, color.
Well, it's great that women occupy 65% of PR jobs. We still live in a world where only 14% of Alaska crab fishermen are women.
And 10% of roadkill removal specialists. Women are perfectly capable, and they have every right to be down there mining coal with the boys.
50% of coal miners should be women minimum.
It starts at home, whether it's mowing the lawn or building furniture.
We've both been doing our part. Babe, I support you in both of your careers.
90% of whale snot collectors are still men.
Or 94% of porta potty cleaners.
What message does this send to our daughters? Are you willing to step up, or are you too entrenched in gender norms?
Total equality in every way.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
And, we're going to be signing a very important deal today. It's Doge, and I'm going to ask Elon to tell you a little bit about it and some of the things that we found, which are shocking. Billions and billions of dollars in waste, fraud, and abuse. And I think it's very important. And that's one of the reasons I got elected. I say we're going to do that. Nobody had any idea it was that bad, that sick, and that corrupt. And it seems hard to believe that judges want to try and stop us from looking for corruption, especially when we found hundreds of millions of dollars worth, much more than that, in just a short period of time. And we want to weed out the corruption. And it seems hard to believe that a judge could say, we don't want you to do that. Well, so maybe we have to look at the judges.
If you look at, say Treasury, for example, basic controls that should be in place, that are in place in any company, such as making sure that any given payment has a payment categorization code, that there is a comment field that describes the payment, and that if a payment is on the do not pay list, that you don't actually pay it. None of those things are true currently. So the reason that departments can't pass audits is because the payments don't have a categorization code. It's like just a massive number of blank checks just flying out the building. So you can't reconcile blank checks. You've got comment fields that are also blank, so you don't know why the payment was made. And then we've got this truly absurd, a do not pay list, which can take up to a year for an organization to get on a do not pay list. And this, we're talking about terrorist organizations, we're talking about known fraudsters, known aspects of waste, known things that do not match any congressional appropriation, can take up to a year to get on the list, and even once on the list is not used. It's mind-blowing. Your tax dollars need to be spent wisely on things that matter to the people. I mean, these things, like, it's just common sense. It's not draconian or radical. I think it's really just saying, let's look at each of these expenditures and say, is this actually in the best interest of the people? And if it is, it's approved. If it's not, we should think about it. Cursory examination of Social Security, and we've got people in there that are 150 years old. Now, do you know anyone who's 150? I don't. Okay, they should be on the Guinness Book of World Records. They're missing out. So, you know, that's a case where, like, I think they're probably dead. It's my guess. Or they should be very famous, one of the two.
Indeed, very famous.
Are you fucking serious?
Ready to go?
Come on, King.
It is a messed up world.